Tonight, I'll tell you a story. Not one of war, not one of heroes, but one made from clouds and stars, stitched together in the dream space between your heartbeat and the pillow. Some say clouds only rain. Some say they pass. But Solen, the cloud you'll meet tonight, was different. He didn't bring storms. He brought sleep. So now, lie still. Breathe in the quiet. This isn't just a story. It's a lullaby with no end. Part 2. The cloud named Solen. Solen floated above the world, silent and shimmering. He wasn't white or gray. He shimmered like fog dipped in moonlight. He never thundered, never flashed. He listened. At night, when people dreamed, Solen would drift close and gently collect the dreams that escaped into the sky. Each dream a light, each light a feeling, and each feeling a gift. Part 3. The first dream. One evening, Solen hovered over a child's window. A dream slipped out, soft, glowing like a firefly. The dream told a tale of a ladder built from jelly beans, leading to a moon that smelled like cinnamon toast. Solen caught the dream and cradled it gently. The child, far below, smiled in his sleep. That was the first of many. Part 4. The Dream Bazaar. There is a place, high above lightning, where clouds trade dreams like rare coins. They whisper their contents, never loud, for dreams are fragile and the wind has teeth. One dream was of a talking sandwich, another of a train that ran on meows. Solen never traded. He only listened, then drifted on. A collector, not a merchant. Part 5. The forest that couldn't sleep. Solen floated over a forest that never rested. The trees tossed in the wind, their leaves too loud for dreams. The squirrels blinked all night. The owls paced instead of flying. Solen let down a dream of stillness, of moss-covered silence. The forest sighed, and finally, even the bark began to breathe slower. Part 6. The moon complains. You give dreams too freely, said the moon. Its voice echoed in echoes. Dreams are unpredictable. They grow wild, it warned. Solen replied, so does love, so does life. And the moon simply blinked and looked away. Some truths, even the moon cannot argue with. Part 7. The Dream That Escaped. Not every dream stayed with Solen. Some ran, some danced. One dream leapt from his mist like a dragon made of soap. It zoomed between stars, painting giggles in its trail. Solen chased it, laughing softly. When it finally tired, it curled into his cloud. Safe, happy. Part 8. The Turtle with No Name. Far below, an old turtle stood still. She had walked for so long, she forgot why she started. She forgot her name. She forgot herself. Solen rained down a dream shaped like a song, a lullaby only turtles understand. She blinked once, then moved forward. Not because she remembered, but because it felt right again. Part 9. The Stars Who Stayed Awake. The stars above had watched Solen quietly. Most were used to stillness, but now they leaned in. Each time Solen passed with a dream, a star would pulse, just once. Not out of brightness, but out of wonder. What would it be like to dream? Some of them tried, and that's when the shooting stars began. Part 10. The Boy with the Blanket. A child lay under a blanket too thin for comfort. He feared the dark, feared his own thoughts. Monsters lived between the beats of silence, and dreams were worse than nightmares. Solen wrapped him in a dream, one of a castle guarded by jokes, where every fear was turned into a balloon and popped. The boy slept and smiled and healed. Part 11. The Town That Forgot. There was a town that hadn't dreamed in 100 years. They said it was childish, weak, a waste. Solen visited anyway. He hovered above schools, rooftops, and kitchens. He released soft, forgotten dreams of walking chairs, singing pancakes, purple rain. And that night, the silence was replaced with the sound of deep, peaceful sleep. Part 12. The Mountain's Dream. Mountains don't dream. They stand. They endure. But one night, Solen passed over an old, lonely mountain. He whispered a dream into the cracks of its stone. A dream of flight, of dancing, of laughing rocks and singing snow. And that night, the mountain shifted, not from earthquake, but from joy. Part 13. The Library Between Clouds. There is a secret library that floats between clouds. Its shelves don't hold books, but dreams no one ever had. Solen found it. He floated through its corridors, reading with feeling. One dream was of a fox who fell in love with the wind, another of a house made of echoes. He didn't take anything, but he left one behind, his own. Part 14. The Cloud Who Changed. Solen had gathered so many dreams he began to glow. Not like lightning, not like stars. He glowed like memory, like comfort, like the warmth of a story told over tea. The sky was no longer the same. Wherever Solen drifted, peace followed. Even the moon began to hum. Part 15. The Dream for You. And now, Solen is here. He hovers just above your breath, watching, waiting. He brought a dream just for you, crafted from softness, silence, and stars. So close your eyes. Let him in. Sleep is not the end of the day. It's the beginning of your story. Good night.